Coming up on Now You Made It Awkward podcast.
Definitely would it be imitating or mimicking the tard. So it's fine.
Me?
No, I want to join in. They might be having fun. I mean, realistically, we can just go to California and pretend to be a liberal. Same thing. I mean, I'm already fat. So...
Lean into the stereotype?
Yeah, probably the second one. I mean, I got no problem eating in front of people who are hungry.
Unless the kid's like going, I wish I wouldn't die.
I mean, are they... at that point, I feel like an exhibit. This is what America is like. You should be American.
I feel like the gorilla in the zoo where everybody's just staring at you.
Stop being Nigerian. It'll be okay.
Come to America. It's great. I mean, don't.
You, too, could be fat like this instead of fat like that.
Gordon Ramsay states fat is flavor. I'm no longer fat. I'm delicious.
Don't tell that to the starving kids from Africa. They're going to puke it up anyways.
Damn.
It's like they got bulimia the hard way.
For real.
They had to I had to get cancer to get bulimia. Sorry, I watched too much Kill Tony
To
today.
quote Brad,
Yeah.
I see the dark.
Yeah.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
So I want to start out with something I wanted to do the other day when Louis was here, but I didn't have a chance. So it's a video on the Instagrams that says Low Res Logic is the account that I got this. I guess it's from another podcast, but they did several really funny Would You Rathers. So I figured let's just go over them. I think there's about 10. So we'll try to give our best Would You Rathers here. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking over things.
Well done, by the way.
I know.
Outstanding on the drink.
I know. Added a dash of standard bitters as
Yep.
well. Yep. Okay. So, let's see here. They go kind of quick, so I'm going to try to pause in between.
Slur come out every time you burp, or every time you sneeze, you have to punch the closest person.
What was the first word?
So, whenever you need to burp, a slur comes out.
A slur.
Yeah, some type of racial slur. Or whenever you got to sneeze, you got to punch the nearest person. Which would you rather?
Sneeze.
I'm going with slur because then you just sound like you have Tourette's and you're not a violent asshole. You're like, ah, phew! Fuck off somebody.
With my allergies, yes.
No, see, here's the problem. You would be at the Legion and you would just hit fucking old Mary right there. Just, fuck. I don't know if there's a Mary. I assume there's a Mary. But
It'd be awesome.
yeah. All right, so that's the first one.
Would you rather play hide and seek with Anne Frank or call shotgun with Rosa Parks?
Well, I think that Anne is almost unbeaten at hide and seek.
Yeah, she's
so.
pretty good at it.
But I would definitely call shotgun with Rosa Parks.
Yeah, me too. She'd laugh. I'm sure she'd have a sense of humor about it.
Or she'd be like, what does that mean? Because it's a...
Why do you have a gun?
Yeah, why do you have a gun?
Would you rather anytime you see a pregnant lady, you have to play her stomach like bongos until one of her other kids cries? Or anytime you see someone with a mental disability, you have to copy it?
The second one.
Both of those make me laugh.
That's the point. They are meant to be amusing.
Oh my God.
Well, here's the thing. That was making the assumption that the pregnant lady has other kids, because you might be bongoing until that kid's born, and then the next one comes
That's a
around.
lot of bongoing.
That's a lot of bongoing.
But yeah, the second one,
al-
definitely.
Also invading someone's personal space, let's be fair. But definitely 100% would
If not
imitate.
assault, at least battery.
Yeah. Definitely would it be imitating or mimicking the tard. So it's fine. Which I probably would do anyways.
Well, at least behind his back to me.
No, I want to join in. They might be having fun. I mean, realistically, we can just go to California and pretend to be a liberal. Same thing.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
Hi. I'm a woman. That's in the promo.
Yes, I am.
That's in the promo.
Would you rather hold up a sign that says "Congrats on Heaven" at a funeral, or go to a spelling bee and heckle the kids that get words wrong?
Yes.
Definitely the second one for me. The congrats on heaven, that would be more like a card to send. Like, I want to send a bouquet and have that say congrats on heaven.
Well, definitely I'd heckle, but I already have a funeral pact with one of my buddies. We will figure out some way to get Pop Goes the Weasel to play when everybody's doing the final walkthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have it on a loop.
Make sure you have a big crank handle on your coffin.
So yeah,
And everyone who goes by has to turn it, and they're like, "Is it gonna happen?" Like,
Exactly.
yeah. Build a giant custom thing, but I definitely would heckle the kids at a spelling bee. Fucking moron! That's not how you spell it. There's a fucking silent E in there.
That's not how you spell hexadecifluoride.
Fucking dumbass. just literally just sit there, almost like the spelling bee on Letterkenny.
Yeah, for real.
God, that episode was ridiculous.
Hockey.
Would you rather tell a Make-A-Wish kid that they're asking for too much, or eat a 4-course meal in front of starving children?
I mean, I'm already fat, so
Lean into the stereotype.
yeah, probably the second one. I mean, I got no problem eating in front of people who are hungry. That's not my fault.
Unless the kid's like going, I wish I wouldn't die.
I mean, are they at that point? I feel like an exhibit. This is what America is like. You should be American.
Feel like the gorilla in the zoo where everybody's just staring at you.
Stop being Nigerian. It'll be okay.
Come to America. It's great. I mean, don't.
Legally, come to America. You could eat. You too could be fat like this instead of fat like that. I am fat because I've eaten too much. You're fat because you have no stomach left. Your body is full of gas.
Gordon Ramsay states fat is flavor. I'm no longer fat. I'm delicious.
Don't tell that to the starving kids from Africa. Getting a lot of promo right out of this first bet.
Would you rather complain about a bad haircut to a chemo patient, or tell a Holocaust survivor how much fun you had at camp?
The chemo patient. Same haircut.
That's fair. I mean, I didn't go to
That's an easy out.
I didn't go to camp, so I can't really do that. Plus, there's not a lot of Holocaust survivors left, I think. I think almost all of them are gone at this point. So, definitely would complain about a bad haircut to the chemo kids, because they probably wouldn't care. You know?
Stare at their phone.
I mean, you could just be like, man, I'm having a bad eyebrow day. And then eat. Actually, what you do is you eat the 4-course meal in front of the chemo kids.
And I'm a joint.
Yeah.
Let them.
I mean, I wouldn't do that.
Let them get hungry.
Personally, I wouldn't do that. I don't believe in giving drugs to kids.
Even if it makes them eat.
No. They're gonna puke it up anyways.
Damn.
It's like they got bulimia the hard way.
For real.
They had to. I had to get cancer to get bulimia. Sorry, I watched too much Kill Tony
To
today.
quote Brad,
Yeah.
I see the dark.
Yeah. I watched too much Kill Tony today is what happened. I watched the latest episode.
Cut
of
back
Kill
to
Tony.
him.
Yeah. Just always. I've seen the
I've
dark.
seen the dark. We need that drop.
Yeah.
Would you rather come to a children's birthday party or come on a children's birthday party?
Let's not answer this one. Because it's fucked.
Let's next.
Next. I think that was the end of it. Yeah, that was the end of it. Yeah, I don't know. That's not a would you rather at the end there.
That's just fucking with each other.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's more like which clown would you invite to the party?
Puddle's pity party. All day long.
It's like Puddle's pity party or John Wayne Gacy.
He's the only clown that makes me look smallish.
He's a huge man.
He's like, what, 6'7"?
He's gigantic.
His hands are massive.
Gigantic clown man.
With the voice of a giant angel.
Just Very strange. You ever seen him without the makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very boring.
Yeah.
Very boring looking.
We saw him live at the Alley down in Houston.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
The alley.
The little one down in the basement.
So he was like bonking his head on everything.
Well, the dude had some guy up there who was like 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah, an average looking tall
And he
human.
towered over him. He put his hand on his back, and his hand was like shoulder blade to shoulder blade.
Yeah. Here, let me put my giant paw on you. Okay, so with that very strange clown reference, let's go ahead and get the show started here. That's not the right direction. Yes, we're over here. We are recording. Good. Excellent. This is a camera thing. I don't need that up right now. Thank you. Excellent. Good. Okay. So I actually had a technology failure when I went to stream on Thursday.
Did you?
Yeah, because I had done I updated OBS, and by updating OBS, the other things weren't updated. So Stream Deck, my buttons weren't functioning, and then also the cameras.
Ooh, I did an update as a shutdown last night.
Yeah.
I need to make sure things are good.
Yes, you should. Always make sure. So either way, guys, welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. This is the second one in 5 days. I'm not entirely certain why we did this, but we did. So this is episode 161.
I'm trying to get back to normal.
Trying. I mean, we weren't really out of normal.
True.
I mean, last week was abnormal.
Well, next week might be abnormal as well.
Well, next week, I don't know if we're going to record at all.
Yeah, I got the Legion meeting.
Well, yeah, but I'm going on vacation.
Then let's bye week.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do a bye week on that one. So I won't be here next week, but my name is Shoky. So you can go follow me at all the Shoky related links down below, whether that's Shoky Review, Shoky Reviews 2, or the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel. And of course, if you want to help support this here channel, please hit that subscribe button and like the video, whatever. Share it with your weirdo friends on Facebook, because that's cool. And of course, if you're on any of the audio platforms, make sure you leave a like, a follow, and however many rating systems, the stars, rainbows, horseshoes, whatever the rating system is over there, the apples, however many apples you have to get. Do that. Give us a big old rating if you like the show. Actually, if you don't like the show, also give us a rating, because it's all engagement. Mm-hmm. And of course, if you want to help support the show proper with a little bit of monies, because the show needs money, please. Thank you. You can go check out the Shoky Reviews Patreon, where you can get the full uncut video version of this podcast, because I don't always put out a full-length video version. And I often cut out a lot of nonsense that we're either talking or certain conversations that need to be edited down. By the way, I still need to edit that whole the Wednesday Addams section. I need to put that in the clip. I haven't done it yet. I got a lot of work I got to do. I still haven't done the taste test video from Brad.
Yeah, hurry up before you go on vacation. Get it done.
I got a week. More than a week. I don't go on vacation until Thursday.
So
either way. And I think that's it for all the things that I got to say. But, of course, with me today, actually only with me today, is the Heffy over there in the dark.
We're back to a twosome now.
Heffy in the dark.
Heffy and the dog. Got the river taking a nap.
I said in the dark.
In the dark.
Yes.
Oh, in the dark.
Yes. But, yes, also River is out there. So, technically, Heffy is not alone.
Nope.
But, of course, you can go follow him at Grounded and Grumpy on the Instagrams. And eventually, he'll put something up there.
I'm really bad at that.
Just see how you're taking pictures?
Yeah.
Post them.
I just do. I don't stop and think about it. I kind of, I have all week to think about this crap.
Yes.
And when I finally get a moment to myself, I go 100% nonstop, because it's already in my head. Mm-hmm. Next step's already planned out. Mm-hmm. And it just flows, and I tend not to stop.
Yeah.
And when I come up for air, it's 3 hours later and I'm done.
Yes, but you have taken pictures. You just need
sometimes
to post them.
Yeah, usually when I'm finished, going, well, that happened.
Yeah. So even if you just put up before and afters, that's the best way to go about it. So that way, at least you have something new, because the last thing is still like your return trip from the little bit of return trip of Alaska before you lost your fucking camera.
Good God.
Yep. So. But guys, we are down a Chad. He had too many large projects roll in today. I told you people to stop giving him work on Tuesday. I'm offended that you didn't listen.
Whatever. Keep our buddy in business. It's good.
I like that he has money, but I don't like that he can't come play. So also, we are down a light, because this one died on us on Friday, and it decided to only start charging when I touched it earlier. So that's why Heffy's mostly in the dark, and I'm ridiculously pale from one direction over here, because I had to get enough light across the table to go get over there to Heffy. So either way. Oh, it's been a long fucking week, buddy.
Has been.
A long fucking week.
I don't know. It's just been repetitive, busy, nonstop repetitive on
4
my end.
fucking days of bullshit. Oh, we should probably tell the people where they can contact the show before we get to
Yeah,
the
if you want to email us, you can email us at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com. You can follow us on our Facebook page, Now You Made It Awkward Podcast. You can hit us up on the Instagrams at Nymea_pod as well. Follow us there. Somebody will post something, not me, but
That would be me.
yeah, him.
I do that. That's me. I do the things. You know, since you are kind of sitting over there in the dark, how about I brighten you up just a little?
Don't brighten me up. Leave me darkish.
Shut up. You shut up and you sit there and you get brighter. Some of us need to get brighter. Either way, because you're also, since there's no Chad, you're turned squared up instead of turned that way.
Okay.
So you're actually facing a different direction, so I had to move the camera.
Yeah, whatever.
Because you were like, you were.
Hey, look, I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, you were here and then you were there.
Oh, well.
Yes, I know it doesn't. You can't
Stare at the camera all day long.
The thing is, I need to have it up here so you can see where you are, and you'll be like, oh, okay.
That would help. It would keep me from awkwardly making eye contact with everyone.
Now, the awkward part would be if I zoom in on you slowly in the edit. Okay, stop now. It's getting weird. You guys are staring into the void, and it's staring back. I can't do a slow zoom in on this. It's like it'd be stuttered. Either way, guys. So we are down a Chad. We will miss the Chad, and of course, there's no way to very quickly gather someone on a Tuesday anymore. But thanks to Louie for coming out on Friday. That was a good show.
Had a good time with Louie, man. He needs to come out more often.
He has been so damn busy, like all summer. So it is what it is. Oh, guys, we don't have any messages from anybody because it's only 4 days since the last show, and as I already mentioned,
and
earlier,
there's only 2 of them sending us messages.
Yeah. But you guys,
come on, guys, step up. Give us a
step
hand.
up. Either write in or send us in a message. It doesn't have to be a question. It can be a comment on anything we talked about. Concerns, ideas for stories that you want us to look at that we don't know what we're talking about.
Even though we won't listen to them, criticisms.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll listen to some criticisms. I'll hear them at least. I don't know if I'll really.
You can argue with Shoky. He'll argue until you don't want to hear him argue anymore and just go away.
Well, see, like unlike your wife, I know how to deal with a dead horse. You just keep beating it. Yeah, it's like I don't ignore the dead horse. I keep talking at it.
That one's now dead horse paste.
You.
Yeah.
Either way. So, did you get a chance to watch the Kentucky Ballistics video that I sent?
No.
So he bought
I saw.
He bought the flame doggy robot that you sent the other day.
As soon as I sent that, I was like, yeah, that's something I need for work.
Yeah. So, guys, if you haven't seen it, there's a new little thing. It's basically a copied robot like the Boston Dynamics Spot, and I think it's called the Terminator robot dog, more or less.
No, it's 2 individual components.
I know, but I'm saying like it comes as a set.
Oh, they do now?
As far as I can tell, because what are the odds?
The first dude bought them individually and adapted them. The dog had a mounting system on it, as did the flamethrower, and he just adapted them to work together. What it looked like to me.
Because this looks like the exact same thing, and as far as I can tell, you can just buy it that way.
Okay, damn.
But maybe I'm wrong. I'll be okay.
Maybe they're universal mounts and they're easy to swap out.
It does appear to be so, because he takes the flamethrower off the back of it at one point in the video.
Exactly. So
I mean, it's not permanent mounted, obviously, but it does have the controls for the thing built onto it.
So they're probably track system, universal as can be.
I guess we should probably look more into it.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick Google right quick before I talk about it.
Because I've seen that similar flamethrower and it's on a handheld unit. So it appears to me.
Everybody keeps calling it a Terminator. Yeah, throwflame.com. Terminator flamethrower robot dog. That is actually what it is right there.
Okay, damn.
$9,400. You could buy one of those next year. after
$9,400.
Yeah, but it comes with the flamethrower. But basically, it is a straight up copy of the Spot robot, but it does have a little juicy flamethrower on the back. Though I made the joke in the video that Scott absolutely will find a way to mount a 50 cal to it.
Of course,
because he's insane.
Well, at least M249.
Yeah, hold on, wait. How does it actually? Does it just use a Pitkini mount? That's what it looks like. Because it looks like it's got a rail system.
Let me see.
Because this is the flamethrower, the actual flamethrower.
Yeah, those are pick rails.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think that's how they mount it to the back of the dog.
Exactly.
So it goes in 4 directions.
So it's universal. Like I said, extremely universal.
Yeah.
They put a friggin' pick rail on the dog.
Yeah, they put a pick. No, that's a pick rail on the thing, but they mounted the reverse clamp
on
the dog. Yeah. So not the rail on the dog, the other way around.
No, still, it's adaptable. Super adaptable.
But I'm just trying to figure out how Scott can mount a 50 cal to it. Because I want to see it do a backflip from being fired. So if he times it right, because it can do a hop, because it can load the legs up and then hop. So if he times it right and does a hop and then fires a 50 cal, it'll shoot backwards in midair and be absolutely hilarious.
Speaking of stuff we'll probably see from Scott soon. You've heard of the company DPS or DPMS?
No.
They made that 12 gauge, the side-by-side double barrel.
Sure.
The first iteration, you pull the trigger twice. Each barrel fires.
Oh, that one.
And then you rack a new load in. The new one is the DPMS 12. Forgot the new iteration, but it's got a switch on it. Flip that switch, and instead of firing one barrel at a time, you get double barrel fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen these.
that might be in the future of for my work setup.
I don't remember if he got one. One of the other gun tubers definitely did.
I saw it, and I was like, finally, that's the only backdraw I saw to that system. I really like the idea, is that it's a good bullpup, badass, 14, actually 16 rounds.
Yeah.
And it great setup.
Yep. I don't remember who had it, but somebody did it. I did see that. I know we talk about gun tubes sometimes, but
freaking both barrels a double out, go fuck yourself. Yeah.
So PewView, right?
Yeah.
Did you see his recent video?
Mm-mm.
He full autoed a 2011.
Nice.
Yeah. So he added a switch.
Was it the staccato or
I forget which one it was.
Was it the older STI?
I forget which gun it was. I could look, but I'm gonna be lazy. But either way, he decided to go ahead and have his gunsmith guy go ahead and mod it. I've
always liked the 2011 platform.
It's a pretty gun.
It is. I like the wider frame. I like the idea of having 24+1 with the 170 millimeter magazines. At least in the 9mm platform. To me, that's a great combo.
Yep.
But the $2,400 price tag, I hate.
Very much so.
Staccato's got their new HD series out. Have you seen those?
No. Maybe.
They take Glock magazines.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I've been shopping. Obviously I haven't been buying, but I've been shopping for next year, and I'm looking at a few things, and I'm thinking that
need to come out, shoot what I got, see what you like.
Yeah, we need to do that. But I was thinking about getting a 365 because it seems to be a really good daily carry.
The P365?
I think so, yes.
Check out my Ruger before you do.
I've seen your Ruger.
Yeah, but actually shoot it, handle it.
Oh.
The extra weight, the added grip, the grip surface makes a huge difference.
I guess it just depends on the model, because I know that they have a few new models of the 365, but it just looks good. Looks like it handles really well. Out of the box, looks to be superior to a standard Glock, which I'm a Glock guy, but it's like for something that is effectively just a Glock but better. I mean, for the money, you're already for the same amount of money to upgrade a Glock to be as good. You might as well just buy the better one out of the box, right? So, I mean, when a good chunk of the gun tubers that I go to look at for information basically all have the same concealed carry. It's just like that's probably telling me something. Now, of course, you can do all the fun stuff, porting and whatnot.
Well, I was asked a couple nights at work, what's the best gun to carry? I said the one you're comfortable with, the one you're proficient with, and the one you want to practice with.
Yeah.
I said it doesn't matter what it is, as long as that covers all three of those criteria. Get the one you like.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
So other people's opinions don't matter. As long as you're competent with it and you're going to train, that's all that matters.
See, the funny thing is, I think I'm adaptable enough because one of the last times I went shooting, which was a while ago, so I'm a little out of practice, but I've always been pretty good with guns, like just for whatever reason, decent hand-eye coordination despite being nearsighted.
What's up?
Oh, I thought your phone was ringing. because I guess I was hearing a vehicle outside. It almost sounded like a phone ring. Sorry. But like, I hadn't shot. I rented 2 different Glocks, 2 different models, and I was shooting with my buddy who brought his 1911 and something else. I forget. I think it was an XD way back in the day. Was it Springfield? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those 4 guns, and I'd only ever shot a Glock 17 if we're going with striker fired. So I went from there. I had never shot a 1911 before. It's his gun. He's already slightly customized it, different grips and stuff like that. And I outshot him with his own gun, having never used it. Mm-hmm. I was just like, so I can probably pick up most weapons and be mostly proficient, but get better with it. So it's just kind of down to what is it that I want to shoot? What is more comfortable in my hand? Because I like certain Glocks better with the longer grip, especially with the mag installed. I
don't know if you're going big frame. The Glock 45 is really nice.
Yeah,
19 slide, 17 grip.
Yeah, I know.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. I was definitely still looking at a Glock 20 though.
That's what I got.
I know.
Love it.
I found one online. I was looking at it. Yeah, it was on not an auction, but it was pretty affordable for what it was, and I'm just like,
it was $700,
give or take.
Yeah,
actually, it might have been a little under.
Well, after taxes.
Yeah, I think I was a little under, but either way,
'cause that's where I was. I said, "Hey, I've got this much. Get me out the door for this much." He said, "Okay, we can do that."
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just looking for something to just keep on me for the most part. Even possibly at work without them knowing, because they have rules and whatnot, and I'm just like,
that 365 would be ideal for that purpose.
Yeah, because it's not a subcompact, but it's compact enough. Mm-hmm. And
I don't like the subs. I've had a couple subcompacts, and I hate them.
I shot one, whichever one the Glock was. I forget what model, but it was pretty nice. But I have small. I have half small hands. I have stubby fingers.
What was it, 42 or 43? The 380 or the 9?
It would have been a 9.
The 43.
It would have been, yeah. So that was a while ago.
That little single stack, they're silly.
Yeah.
They make me laugh.
Cute little guy. Yeah.
That's what I call a get off me gun.
Yeah, pretty much. But because that's right, because Johnny had, because he's a cop, he got the long barrels for everything. So I was used to shooting the standard length barrels, mm-hmm. and he had the longer ones for everything. I was like, ooh, this is cool. I was like, this is fun. But I remember even back in the day, I could outshoot my dad with his guns. Once again, I'm nearsighted, so I can't really see worth the shit over there. But it's like more of a feel thing. It's like, okay, well, I got my sights lined up. Boof. There we go. Because I was shooting my dad's 20. My dad only ever had 22s. At least that function. We had I actually don't know. What is that bolt action rifle? It's not a Mauser, but it was World War I, World War II era. There's another bolt action, non-American. Because it might still be at the house. I'll get a picture of it next time I go over there, assuming it's not put away.
The car?
I don't know, because we had my grandfather brought it back a long time ago, and he had one, or he had a few of them. The one that was unmodified, full length barrel, full length stock, was lost in a house fire, and then the one that we still had that had been passed down, the stock had been trimmed down, and the barrel had been shortened a little. But I remember the same type of gun you used to be able to buy at like Gander Mountain out of a bucket for or out of a barrel for like really cheap.
Oh, that was a Mosin Nagant.
Yeah, it was a Mosin. That's what it was.
Yeah, flamethrower.
Yeah.
Nice little 2-foot fireball.
Yeah.
So, they're awesome.
So we have one of those. We have one, but I don't think it's ever been
Used
fired.
to be. Now they're $700-800.
Yeah. I literally think
I was
never
kicking
been fired.
myself because right after high school, I saw one at crate of them at Shooters for $99 a piece.
That would basically be it. Yep. So yeah, those had to have been a Mosin, because a lot of those.
Because I've seen some sporterized Mosins that are accurate as hell. People use them as deer rifles and just a survival rifle.
What is that? A 380? What is that?
30-06.
Is it a 30-06? Okay. Is it MOSN or MOZN?
I don't know.
Let's find out. MOSIN.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yep. Oh, they didn't. Well, I don't know. It's a different barrel. The rest of the gun looks the same. Oh, I know what they did. They didn't modify the barrel. They modified the foregrip. So they removed all the wood out the foregrip.
It's called sporterizing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, because we never, ever fired the damn thing.
Is it? Because you can also chunk them down to shorter variants.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Same thing. So it still had. So yeah, that's what they did. So the barrel is more exposed. They got rid of the wooden foregrip for some reason, and they cut down the stock. I don't know why. Yeah, because you see where the strap goes through the
And I was wrong. It's 7.62.
Oh, is it? Okay.
7.62 by 54.
Nice.
Go fucking figure. Russian.
nice round numbers there. So where the strap would go through the butt there,
Yeah.
it was right past that is where they cut it off. So it's yeah, that's presumably one of those is still at my parents' house somewhere. Mm-hmm. I'll take a picture of it next time I go over there if I can find it. Like I said, I don't know if my mom hid all my dad's guns.
Yeah, I had
but that one was never fireable.
For a brief while, I had a U.S. Remington 1903s, essentially a Springfield 1903 copy.
Okay.
It was produced in 42, mid World War II, because Springfield was getting behind in their production, so they actually contracted with Remington and a couple other companies to produce the same rifle. So this one was actually stamped U.S. Remington.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I picked it up, helped a friend out. She was needing money, and it was her dad, so I had no intention of selling it until her cousin came back and says, hey, I want to keep it in the family. I said, sure. I tightened the scope up, got it zeroed, made sure it was good to go, cleaned it, and here. Here's what I gave her for it.
Nice.
That's it. Hell, I knew her dad, and he was a good dude, and I wouldn't, I was just trying to help them out.
Yeah.
But it was a decent little weapon. It was fun.
Sorry, I was pulling up this article that I want to go over here in a minute. So I would like to say that, my plans for Saturday ultimately changed. So I was supposed to go to our church's Beast Feast, had a ticket and everything.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to do that.
Yeah, by the time I got off work Saturday, I was like hammered shit, dude. Like even now, my leg is still fucking hurting from getting on and off the truck so many fucking times at one particular customer. Like that's so much shit for this one customer that I just like.
That's what they're feeling like here lately with me.
Yeah.
Doing some shop upgrades and stuff. They're hating me right now.
I bet. But it just, that and then like a couple flights of stairs that basically like ruined my left knee. But on top of that, not just feeling like hammered shit, I basically have a lot of hammered shit still inside me. So I was in no condition to be feasting. And I was already miserable. I was exhausted. The last hour of my day was just horrible. Like the first hour of my day wasn't great, and the last hour of my day was worse. So by the time I got home, I didn't even tell Jessica I was coming home. I was just so fucking tired. I like barely got up the stairs.
Just passed out.
I wanted to, I didn't. But I sat around half dressed, like still had my boots on.
One shoe.
I still had my work boots on, and like had already taken off my shirts and everything. I'm just sitting on the couch, sweaty and gross, and I was just like one eye just kind of, it was a bad day. Apparently I missed a pretty good time, but I also didn't win anything. It's because they still had my ticket, and they do the raffle for all the guns and everything else like that, and the trip to Africa and all that at the end. But I don't have the kind of luck to ever win anything like that. But the other problem is because they batch purchased the tickets with the church like that, all of our tickets basically are only one digit off from each other. So if none of us are even getting close to the final two digits, then that means none of us are going to fucking win anything. Yeah. So none of us won anything last year. None of us won anything this year, like out of our specific church. And then we had First Fruits Sunday at actual church on Sunday. So I smoked a picanha. which I didn't think was going to get fucking done. Like, it was a 5-pound picanha, which is a big bitch. It was the biggest one they had at HEB. And it was about 3 pounds by the time I was done with it. Smoked the shit out of it all day. And then it kept... I can tell you right now, the temperature controls on my smoker are way off. Because I had it set for 225. And it says 225. And that bitch would not get above 125 degrees internal.
Oh, really?
I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I cranked it up to 230 for a little bit.
One of those patience things.
No.
Didn't have time?
No. Because the problem was, it's basically, it kept stalling at temperatures that meat doesn't stall at. Mm-hmm. So leading me to believe that my temp was way off. So.
Did you throw an extra probe just on the grill?
No, I can't. I don't have a probe for in the thing, but I got the.
Do you have one of the tethered probes you can plug into your machine?
Yes, but they're terrible. They're highly inaccurate. Okay. Like, they don't get anything right.
Well, grab another one, throw it in there.
Yeah. So what I did, well, at this point, I use a pokey probe to just see what I'm at, and then after 2 hours on the extra 2 hours, the temp hadn't changed. It's like it stalled at like 140. I'm like, meat doesn't stall at 140. This is bullshit. So I cranked the temp up to 265 and just let it rip for a while. And then finally it got up to 170. Took like another 3.5 hours and finally got to fucking 170 where I wrapped it. That's when I put a probe in it because I'm not going to sit there and just keep poking the fucking thing over and over. So I put a probe in it. And so I was watching it on my phone. And I pushed it to like 325 after wrapping. And it's like, forget how high it was reading. I set it at like 325. And then the ambient temperature that, you know, because it's measuring the meat and the air, it said it was at like 400. I'm like, how can it be off by 75 fucking degrees?
You need a secondary readout or something.
Something is way off. Like, if no probe that I'm using is reading an accurate internal temperature of my pit,
well, see if you can order a new thermometer and just replace it.
It doesn't change. I put new meat probes in the thing, but it doesn't matter.
No, I'm talking on your machine.
No, I'm not gonna go that far because I have to take the whole fucking thing apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do all that. The thing is, I made sure I cleaned off the fucking internal thermometer. Mm-hmm. So it thinks it's at a certain temperature. But the thing is, if it's consistently wrong, then all I need to know is how wrong it is, and then I can adjust.
See, when I smoked that last ham, I tossed one of the probes that came with it. I stuck one in the ham. I threw one right next to it, and I could get the readouts. So I was comparing the what it was telling me it was at and what it was actually at side by side, and it was spot on.
Yeah,
it was dead on. I'm really happy with that Z grill.
Yeah, well, perhaps it's a little bit better than at least than what I've got. The thing is they tell you
in
not
5 years
to.
I'll give you my old one.
Sure. The thing is that they basically say with those kind of meat probes, you don't want them fully exposed to anything because you're gonna melt something, especially with the wire, if it's just laying there. But that's why I got the Chef IQ meters, and I don't know if I stopped using my singular one because it just made sense to keep using my triple probe setup instead. But I think I overheated one of them because it feels like it's massively inaccurate. It's like I'm in one piece of meat and somehow reading 2 different temperatures. So
really?
Yeah, it's like that was weird. Yeah. So I think the problem is if you overheat it, it will fuck up the sensor. Mm-hmm. You know. But at one point, mind you, the temperature on the grill itself did not change. It's still reading 325, right? Whatever. The ambient temperature on my probe was reading 420. I was like, how the fuck is it burning hotter than the thing is actually detecting? And I mean, by almost 100 degrees. Yeah. That's insane. So something was off. But either way, I finally pulled the meat around about 3 o'clock and threw it in my new cooler. And then it was good. It came out real good. It got to rest for about 2 hours. Would have preferred to let it rest a little bit longer, but it's still nice and tender and everything else like that. And I figured out what I'm going to do with the picanha like that from now on. I used to cut the little tails off, because it's a triangular shape of meat, and that was what I was considering the burnt ends. From now, I'm cutting the face of it and using that as burnt ends
That's it.
instead.
The point's always my snack.
Yeah. Well, the point is my snack, but if I'm going to do something that's considered burnt ends, the front face of the picanha, because the only part that doesn't have a fat cap, it's just an open face and with the grain. So I cut that a little thicker because it's usually a tougher piece of meat, and then I chopped it up, and it was really nice. So I'm going to do that from now on when I smoke one. But I'm going to do the one I have in the freezer right now as steaks, probably later this week.
I might do a couple chickens tomorrow.
Do a what?
Couple chickens.
Yeah. The next 2 weeks are wonky since, we're going to be gone next week, tail end of the week. And then, like, our normal eating schedule is a bit weird now because we're back to church groups. And so it's like I haven't prepped any kind of meal plans. I just bought some fucking ground beef yesterday just so I can make spaghetti later in the week if I want. I've got all kinds of different frozen veggies just to do whatever. So I'm just
I'm actually thinking about doing in a big full pan, putting the rice, chicken broth, veggies, potatoes, and on a rack above it a couple spatchcock chickens.
Yeah.
And letting the fat drip down into everything else as it smokes. And by the time the chickens are done, everything else is done, and we're ready to eat.
Yeah, as long as everything else doesn't get burnt in the process.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want to do. Because the problem is the fat's not going to drip enough, and it's going to end up burning on top of the veggies instead of saturating
cover the veggies in foil.
Yeah, or put an air gap below it or something. Because
that way the fat will run down the sides.
Yeah. Oh, so
that'll be really good.
Yeah. So somebody.
But if you do it at like 250, nothing will burn and everything will get done.
In theory. Problem is it depends on how close it is to the actual heat source.
Won't be.
Yeah. So somebody ruined my 9x13 pan. I don't know if you saw it out there on the counter. Somebody scrubbed it with a fucking actual Brillo pad.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I pulled it out because I was going to put the meat over it and catch the fucking oil. And I'm like, oh, hey, look at all this shiny stuff at the bottom. Because someone decided to keep scrubbing it until the whatever was on it was gone. Of course, that whatever was on it was also attached to the nonstick coating, which is no longer there.
See, we use ceramic.
Or it's there and it's also there and there. It's on your fingertips.
Ceramic for that very reason.
Yeah. Well, this one I use specifically for meats and whatnot. So that's the one I usually do my smoking over to catch the drippings. So I'm like, I'm getting prepped for everything, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because the bottom of it is now no longer the color of the nonstick.
Yeah.
It's now a very nice matte metallic silver. And it's like, baby, the fuck did you do? It's like, and also, when the fuck did you do this? I was like, this pan was put away. When did you scrub the shit out of it? Because you can just see the swirl marks where it's just been sanded away. I'm just like, and it's in there, I rubbed my fingers over it, and I literally got fucking shavings all over my fingers. Like, she basically ended up sanding it. It's like, you don't use scrubbing pads on anything nonstick ever. Even the stuff that says no scratch, you can kind of use that on a really decent pan. Never use it on, or not a pan, a skillet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, never use that shit on a nonstick pan. It's like that, you just destroyed it. So she's got to buy me a new one.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you've destroyed one of my cooking implements. I cannot use that for food ever again.
That sucks, man.
It's like, I can use that for like painting or catching ash or something, but I can't use it to fucking cook in. That was not cheap. I think that thing was like $22 or something. But either way, the food came out really good. We had a bunch of stuff. Other fat Jeff. He did a brisket. He actually cooked it Friday while they were making all the meat for Beast Feast and reheated it sous vide style and rendered out all the fat caps. So he actually brought a jar of tallow. Mm-hmm. And I was like, can I get some of that? Because I didn't get to save my drippings. And so after I cut all my meat, I wanted some of the tallow. But he's like, it was solid. It was, it was already solid. And I was like, he's like, yeah, I guess I'll go microwave it or something. I was like, dude, you have a fucking coffee warmer right there. Put it on the coffee warmer. It'll warm it right up.
Right.
So literally flipped on the coffee machine, stuck the jar of fat on top of the coffee machine to melt. And it was perfect. And we poured that over the meat. And then he brought some of the pulled pork left over from Beast Feast from one of the 2 pigs they had. So, yeah. And then Jessica, get this, Heffy. Jessica made homemade potato salad.
Nice.
Actually, like, got all the ingredients, followed a recipe, mostly, and then did almost all of the work herself. I did like a little bit.
Sweet.
I just added a little bit of effort, Like I told her, I was like, don't. She's like, I gotta buy relish and I gotta get some pickles, and I'm like, no, you just buy pickles and make your own relish.
Right.
It's pretty fucking easy. And because I just got my immersion blender that has a chopper with it, and I'm like, pickles, pickles. like she doesn't know how to fucking use it, so I'll just go ahead and blend her up some relish real quick. Came out pretty good. She just got a little lazy when it came to cutting up the eggs. But in the consistency of the potato size was not there at all.
Not there.
No. It's supposed to be 1-inch cubes. They were shapes of sorts.
Shapes.
But also, like, I told her, I was like, she's like, okay, I want to mash up a little bit of it so, there's a little creaminess in there. So I took out probably like a third of the potatoes when it was done, added a little bit of heavy cream, and just blended that bitch down. And I was like, here you go. Set it on the side. Like, there you go.
Yeah, we did.
It's real good.
I did a batch of baracho beans over the weekend.
Oh.
And, good.
So,
But then yesterday I got up, said, well, I've got all these beans. So I threw them on the stove, immersion blender, cooked them down, a little bit of bacon grease, and turned them into bean dip.
yep.
Took that all and shared them with the ladies at the Legion Hall, all the bingo workers.
Yeah.
Asked a couple of them to pick up a bag of chips, and they tore them up.
So, so we went out to dinner Friday after, speaking of Mexican food, basically. We went out to dinner after the podcast.
Disappointing.
Service was bad and all that, but I was getting at the beans were actually pretty solid. Like the beans were probably the best thing there.
I did embarrass Jessica
A little bit.
a little bit.
But the other thing was, like your beans are your beans are good. However, Pastor James made a big old fucking pot of beans. Holy fuck, those were good.
Yeah.
Those were so good. I don't even know how many different types of meats he had.
Well, this last batch was different than the batch you had. Every batch ends up a little different.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
But either way, speaking of beans and Mexican food, I wanted to bring this up because it was a funny article I picked up on Facebook this morning. Apparently, in Denver, upcoming this Saturday, which would be last Saturday for everybody listening to this, but apparently Taco Bell is hosting an ultra marathon.
I actually watched that. That was funny.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do the video. I'm going to read the article because I don't want to steal people's shit. But I'm reading this from KOSI 101.1. Okay, so this is by Jenny D. It says, okay, I love Taco Bell. Don't judge me. Who would? Taco Bell's fine. This seems dangerous and yet probably the best people watching ever. A Taco Bell Ultra Marathon is taking place in Denver Saturday. It is for a good cause to raise money for disabled runners with Achilles International Denver. So we're raising money by doing what they can't do. That seems like the race challenges participants to run 31 miles and eat at 9 Taco Bell restaurants. Participants must consume items like a Chalupa Supreme, Burrito Supremes in 11 hours. So they got to hit up at least 9 Taco Bells and get some type of food from each one while running 31
And
miles.
they have to have a list they have to cross off.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep reading this. Okay. No winners will be declared. The runners cannot take Pepto-Bismol or Alka-Seltzer during the race. People watching at its finest starts, we are assuming at mile 20. Oh, people watching at its finest. Sorry, the way that it was spaced on the page was awkward. So it says full list of rules and list of side quests.
Side quests, huh?
Side quests. Okay, so number 1, be present at all 10 Taco Bell stops along the course.
So you not allowed just to run in and grab one churro and haul ass.
Well, we'll see. 0 tolerance for course cutting. That's fair. Eat a menu item from at least 9 of the 10 Taco Bell stops. So, interesting that you don't have to get all of them, huh?
Just skip the last one.
Maybe. By the 4th stop, all entrants must have consumed at least 1 Chalupa Supreme or 1 Crunchwrap Supreme. Dietary restrictions will be allowed within reason. Sorry, that statement's ridiculous. By the 8th stop, all entrants must have consumed at least 1 Burrito Supreme or 1 Nachos Bel Grande. Oh, God. This is getting so much worse. Finish under 11 hours. I mean, that's 31 miles in 11 hours is already a hefty thing. Drinks do not count as food.
Oh.
Entrants must keep all receipts and wrappers for confirmation of stupidity. That literally says of stupidity at the end of the run. An off-course bathroom break will be allowed at Wash Park. Survivors will eventually get a commemorative item after successful completion of the run. Just hand them a box of Charmin when they get there. And some new underwear.
Off-course bathroom break. People just crying.
Yeah. If you intend to participate, RSVP your statement of intent. Once you RSVP, you are in. This is like the Goblet of Fire. Oh, shit. Okay. No on-course Pepto, Alka-Seltzer, Pepsid, or Mylanta will be allowed. What about Lansoprazole? Also, it says on-course. I could take it ahead of time.
Right.
Load up. Additional rules may be added, amended, or changed to promote the intent of this
Straighten
run.
up that 11 hours looking pregnant.
Yeah. No, you won't. I love this at the end. The final rule. Congratulations.
That's it?
Question mark. Congratulations. Side quest here. Diablo challenge. Lather all items with Diablo sauce and do a Diablo shooter at the end.
You know, Taco Bell, if you made the Diablo sauce taste better, I might actually eat it.
Yeah, it does
Tastes like crap.
It tastes like balls. Yeah.
You tried to do the habanero citrus thing and it didn't work. It tastes like shit.
It does.
Fire all day long, baby.
Yeah. I still like medium. I just like the flavor of medium. Then Verde. I'm a Verde.
I'll soak everything.
If they had a
Taco Bell.
spicy Verde, I'd be really on board. All right, Baja Blast Challenge. Drink an aggregate of 2 liters of Baja Blast during the run without vomiting. That would be so hard.
Ooh, that'd be a weird.
2 liters of Baja Blast. Now, I love me some Baja Blast, but oh my God, you're going to be dying of fucking dehydration at that point.
With a sugar rush.
And a sugar rush. We can get to 0. Didn't say you couldn't get 0.
True.
This could be perfect prep for a colonoscopy. God damn it. Have a nice day. Oh, my God. So would you even like a Taco Bell 5K, would you do it?
What, me run? Go fuck yourself.
I didn't say run. No one said run.
I don't run.
I don't either. But would you do a
No.
food or beverage based marathon?
I would drive to the next.
So like I know that in certain parts of the cities, not ours in particular, but they do like beerathons.
I'd do a pub crawl.
Yeah, so it's a marathon pub crawl. So you have to go on foot between the
That I'd do because it's just you and your buddies acting like idiots having a good time.
trying not to die in
was-
traffic.
I'll equate it to a military analogy. It was the difference between working out and running by yourself and doing a company run.
Yeah.
Company runs are great because everybody was goofing around, joking off, calling cadence, having fun, acting like idiots, making each other laugh. Or running by yourself just fucking sucks.
Yeah, I just don't run anymore. My legs don't.
Now,
allow
running's
for it.
what you're doing. You're out of ammo.
Running's what your shorts are going to be doing in the middle of this. Like, people are probably going to wear diapers.
It will be a Hansel and Gretel-esque trail of effluence. They went that way.
Everybody's going to be running alongside because nobody's going to want to run behind. I mean, look, I know it's for a good cause, but good Lord, it's going to be
Be a whole cleanup through with the wet floor signs coming behind them.
I mean, like, they said no vomiting, and I'm just like, that's not the problem here. The problem is coming out the other end while running. I mean, I know that marathoners, long distance runner guys, they will literally like pop off the trail into the woods to have a quick shit and literally just put their pants on and keep going.
slip and slide all the way to the finish line.
Or a lot of them will literally just shit themselves and keep running. It's like that joke. I don't remember. Was it?
It's like the worst
Carlin?
James Bond villain ever with the smoke screen.
Yeah, but isn't that a Carlin joke? He's like, you know what you never see? Somebody running full speed shitting themselves. And then Jackass or CKY2K did that later. Literally streaking while giving themselves diarrhea.
Oh.
Yeah, that was unpleasantly gross. I actually think Steve-O did that too. So I think Jackass did it, but CKY2K did it first. Basically took a whole bunch of laxatives and then went for a run.
Yeah, screw that. Nope.
I wouldn't do that, but I mean, even if you are a runner, that's probably more than enough calories to actually make a difference in this long run. But it's just the Taco Bell effect. We all know what's going to happen an hour in.
I'm not a runner. I was told once years ago I had runner's feet.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I got the wrong fucking feet.
Yeah. It's like, no, you got runner's feet. It's like, okay, but the legs and everything else are the problem.
Right.
Especially for me. My fucking knees and ankles are shot. All right. I don't know if I told you guys that I tried to snap my ankle yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unpleasant. Even though I couldn't feel it at the time, I felt it after the fact. And even today, I still feel the strain on my leg, but like...
Yes, I made passive-aggressive fat joke.
You might have, yes.
Yes.
Asshole. Man, your foot goes to sleep because you're on the toilet so long. You know, it is what it is.
That's about a 15-second interval before your entire lower body is useless.
Yeah, I was getting there. For sure. But speaking of Taco Bell, right? So we've had no ability to watch anything since anything, so I didn't talk about there, and it's other than work. Nothing has fucking happened.
It's been a marathon of work for me. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
we've had no time to get into shenanigans. No shenanery.
So the only other thing that we got any kind of content on was Jessica watched the Ed Gein series on Netflix. So it's a docudrama based around the serial killer Ed Gein.
Okay.
He was the one who Buffalo Bill was kind of based on, where he would kill women.
Why does she watch that? You're going to wake up with a knife to your neck one of these nights.
She gets out her weird aggressions by not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
But she watched that, and the weird part was I was like, I'm watching it with her. I missed like the first 2 episodes because I was doing something. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. And
you didn't have Walker's feet at that time.
I did not. And I'm watching the guy playing Ed Gein. I'm like, damn, he looks fucking familiar. Who is this guy? Because he looks a little odd, but he's not unhandsome. But he talks weird because Ed had a very particular voice. And I'm like, it wasn't until they got a decent close-up shot and he turned his head the right way. And I'm just like, oh, that's fucking Charlie Hunnam. I was like, oh, shit. The fucking guy from Sons of Anarchy and Pacific Rim.
Which one?
The main star.
Black guy?
No. White guy. He was Jax in Sons of Anarchy, if you ever saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he was Riley in...
Yeah, he's the one in Pilot and Gypsy, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I've only seen him with fucking facial hair. It was like, I think this is literally the first time I've ever seen him shaved.
No. He was...
No, he had facial hair.
Oh, scruffy, yeah.
Yeah, he's either scruffy or he had a lined beard or a goatee.
Okay.
And like... But I was like, I literally had never seen him without facial hair, ever. And he's not doing his normal, like, tough guy voice. He's doing a very kind of mousy, silly voice like this the whole time. Like, that's just how Ed would talk.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And there was a chick on there. I'm not sure who the actress is, but given the era, the 50s kind of era, I was like, damn, she looks like a fucking Betty White stand-in. Like, she looks like a young Betty White. I was like, who is this actress? She's been in a lot of things. I just don't know what her name is, So it's like, I know that face. I just have no fucking clue who she is, right? So that was fucking interesting. She finished it. I didn't. But there was some the digging into the mind of him being a murderer. It actually spun off into something that we hadn't seen in another series. It does time jumps. So it goes back and forth between when he was doing his killing to like way later, and then like also when he was a kid and how he got fucked up by his parents, and that's how he got this way, kind of. It jumps to like the 60s, and a new character's introduced. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? And they introduce him because he goes to see Psycho in the movie theater, and he meets up with this black dude to go watch the movie, and then it cuts to black dude's head in his lap while he's fucking watching the thing. So turns out I didn't realize what was going on because they're showing the actual movie Psycho, right, on the screen. He was playing the actor who was Norman Bates in Psycho. So
Okay.
and then he got tagged to also play Ed Gein in the movie about Ed Gein. So it's like starts following him and like his like weird psychosis and shit that was going on from playing these fucking serial killers like in the same universe. And I was like, interesting take on that, because it also follows Alfred Hitchcock in the movie too, or in the show. So how
That jumps around a lot.
it jumps around a lot because Alfred Hitchcock is a character in this, because he's like, he goes from making Psycho, and then it gets to like, that's in the theater for quite some time, and then people start criticizing him about an old horror movie doesn't play now because it's very different. People want gore and sex and stuff like that in modern day. So he starts going through an existential crisis as a director. He's like, but I don't want to make movies like that. And then that's when he kind of ends up having to make this other movie going that way in a more modern sense. So it's an interesting take on all that, but it wasn't like a direct documentary, so to speak. It was definitely a docudrama. But very interesting. I think it's called Monster, the Ed Gein story,
Okay.
basically. That dude was fucked up.
Yeah, I got no interest in any of that.
But like as a person, like that's where a lot of the Psycho part came from, Norman Bates, because he supposedly killed his mother, but he didn't. His mother died, and then people thought that he had gone and stole her body, but actually he didn't know where his mother was buried. I might have this detail wrong. So he found another woman who was similar enough, dug her up, and kept her in the house, kept her corpse in the house, and was treating it like his mother, just like...
Oh, that's the old cutaway trope, Family Guy trope and stupid shit we see all over the place.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was the whole thing. That's where Norman Bates' idea kind of came from. But he was killing young ladies that he was bringing home to mother, and then he cut off one chick's face. Like he cut off like the bottom of this one chick's face and sewed it to the part of another face. So he basically had like a human face mask, and he stole some woman's wig and her hair and was using that. He had beheaded one woman, and he was babysitting these kids to get closer to this other chick. And to entertain them, he pretended to be a woman who lost her head. So he puts on this dress, tucks his head down, and then pulls off the head. Of course, that's a real human head of someone he killed or harvested. And he's showing it to these kids and fucking them up. Eventually, you see in there also where the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre comes into play as well, because they're stealing like a bunch of these aspects of Ed Gein's life and way he killed people and making different movies about psychopaths about it, So it was like pretty interesting way they routed that concept. So it's an interesting series. Of course, it's gruesome because this one chick he kidnaps. He has her stripped down in a chair, tied up, and he has his mother sitting across and a bucket in between. And he puts this hammer in his mom's hand, and he's pretending like his mom is attempting to kill this girl. But every time he puts her head down to hit it with the hammer, he misses and then drops the thing. He's like, "Mom, stop it." So he's screaming at his mother as he's articulating her hand. And then he's basically torturing this chick because he's never hitting her. And then eventually he does smack her in the head a few times, ends up killing her, and then doing God knows what with her body because, whatever.
Yeah.
He had like a skin lamp and a couple other things. It's fucked up.
Fucked up people are fucked up.
Indeed. So, and Sean said he watched it too, and sort of gave his thoughts on it the other day. He's like, "Man, this show is fucked up." I'm like, "Is it though?" And then I watched it. I'm like, yeah, this show's really fucked up.
A little bit.
Glad I didn't watch the whole thing, but how the hell Jessica ever sleeps at night, I don't know. All she does is watch shit about murderers
Good grief.
and 9/11 and all kinds of weird shit. She's obsessed with death.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy.
See, I go home and close my eyes and I go directly to sleep.
See, I like cars and food and electronics and
Last night
anime.
was all fucking training. I got to work early,
Training?
took a little nap, and turned on training videos I had to watch for the bingo chairman stuff I'm doing.
That's right. That's right.
God, like 4 hours of training. So I did that and knocked all that out, printed out my certificate, and then turned on, watched Peacock or whatever I had on the laptop, and
Sure.
just goofed off for the rest of the night.
So you watched a bunch of the Star Trek stuff, right?
Some of it.
I mean, like throughout the years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even some of the slightly newer stuff?
Here and there.
Yeah. So this came up because Sean's watching through different series. He's doing a TNG revisit and then started on Discovery and stuff like that. For some reason, he's jumping around. Something came up in one of the things that I tend to watch. Hold on, I gotta pull this up because
I want to start the next generation. I really do.
you're a little bit behind, but yes. So either way, I wanted to. So a joke has always come up that whenever there's like spaceship battles, especially when it's a one of the hero ships, right? They get hit with a photon torpedo, something, and the bulkheads explode, and consoles blow up. People go flying across the rig or whatever. One thing that you will always see, but probably never register, is there are these big chunks of fucking rocks that always fly out when something explodes on an internal panel. It's fucking weird. Here, I'll even show you this picture because you'll be able to see it here. So this is actually from Discovery. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that has apparently been a trope for a really long time.
So that's just a running gag. It's the debris fluff. It's a running joke.
So it is, but it's always there for effect. But the point is, after every major battle, you'll see them going through like, okay, here's like a broken panel of something. Here's like a chunk of metal debris or framework, and then literal piles of rocks. And you're like, why the fuck are there rocks inside the walls of these starships?
That's insulation.
Turns out that Star Trek finally gave us an answer.
They finally figured one out.
They finally came up with an answer because people were pointing it out. And I didn't know this until I was talking to Sean about it. I Googled it to prove to him that it was a running gag. And I'm like, wait a minute. Someone's actually explained this. Holy fuck. And it comes from a source that a lot of people keep calling non-canon, but the actual show does say it is canon.
Oh, Below Decks?
Yes, Lower Decks.
Okay.
So I think it was in this final season. Not only did they give the rocks a name, a proper in-universe name, but also a purpose. So I'm going to read this because I didn't know this shit. And this is nerdery here. So I guess they were repairing a ship that had been busted up. I don't know if it was the Cerritos or not, but this is on the Cerritos, which is the main ship from Lower Decks. And this science officer is like, my team refreshed all the cordery rocks. And so the captain says, ugh, I hate those things. They always fall out. And he says, well, their centrosymmetry disrupts the charged leptons in the isolinear pathways of the main deflector.
Okay.
So they technobabbled their way out of it, but they said that basically the reason why everything is stuffed with rocks is that it's basically
They're special rocks.
they're disrupting the charged leptons in the isolinear pathways. So the isolinear pathways is how electricity moves around instead of wires. So basically, it's insulation from the radiation within the walls.
Isn't that what I said?
Yes, but you didn't have a good reason for it. They gave us one. But it's actually named after.
Rednecks don't need a reason. We just figure out
Yeah.
answers.
But cordery, that is a reference to. Let me double check what the guy's name was. I want to say Roger, but I don't think it was. Cordery rocks. Forget the name. Memory Alpha. Okay, so from Memory Alpha, which is basically the wiki for, or one of the wikis for Star Trek, cordery rocks were pebble-like objects installed in Starfleet vessels. Starfleet engineers such as Andy Billups, which is from that, considered cordery rocks essential since they're there's literally a thing there. However, they would become dangerous projectiles when damage occurred, and Jack Ransom was not fond of them for this reason. Yeah. So that was literally from Lower Decks on the episode actually called Upper Decks, which is funny. But, this didn't have the reference to where the name came from. Hold on, give me a second. Trying to remember the guy's name. Where is it? Come on. Nope. Either way, it's from one of the effects guys from the original Star Trek.
Okay.
Is what it was. So they tend to name things after people. Like there's a lot of ship names that are references to people who've worked on the shows and the movies and stuff like that. That's so weird that it was right here and now I can't find the actual guy's name. But yes, that was it. Cordery rocks. But that is just hilarious that the reason why there's rocks inside of everything is effectively for insulation, which makes no goddamn sense, but it's there. So there you go. There's your Star Trek nerdery for the day.
Yeah, there it is.
And now I can use that somehow in somehow. So earlier you said your brain felt fuzzy.
It did. I woke up.
Yeah.
It did feel fuzzy.
And that wasn't part of your new medications, or
No.
Okay.
I just woke up and I was having trouble getting my self moving. It was one of those sitting up in bed, death scrolling.
Yeah. So I try not to do that. Once I wake up, I try to get out of bed, or else I will immediately go back to sleep.
Well, I was up and my feet were on the floor, so that means I'm up. But the moving thing.
That doesn't stop me. I try not to scroll while I'm in bed.
Well, I had to get up because Bandit was in the bedroom and he needed out.
Yeah.
River's a good girl. She'll let me sleep as long as I need to.
Yeah.
Bandit, he's like, fucker, I need out now.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I was this morning. I woke up, I was like, I gotta go. Because I tried to drink a lot of water yesterday because, once again, dealing with things. And I had like rushed to the fucking bathroom as fast as I could waddle in my underwear. It was like literally old man waddling. Because I don't use the main bedroom or bathroom, so I don't want to disturb Jessica. So I walk all the way across to this one in the dark.
Skadoosh.
Yeah. Trying not to trip over anything, using my phone as a flashlight, barely fucking awake. I gotta piss. But there's no segue, but I wanted to make sure that we mention the fact that the teaser for the next Super Mario movie is or dropped on YouTube the other day. I sent that in the
That's
chat.
the thing for you, yeah.
Did you ever watch the Mario movie?
No, I don't watch that shit.
Oh, it was fucking fantastic. I mean, you like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, but still, I don't get into all that.
Oh, it was good, though. It was a good movie.
You know how rare I go to see a movie?
Yeah, but it's on the streamings everywhere.
Yeah.
And you like bad movies. It's technically a bad movie.
Yeah, but it's not my kind of bad movie.
Maybe. It's got Jack Black singing terrible songs.
Yeah, I don't like Jack Black.
I don't either, but he's singing terrible songs, which makes the movie worse. You like bad movies for that. Either way, so it has been announced that the next movie is not Super Mario World, like you would think it is. It's actually Super Mario Galaxy, which is jumping several games in advance. But they did tease that effectively, like, we're going to get the other princess, the other main princess from this universe, which is Rosalina. I believe she was introduced in Super Mario Galaxy, the first one. And considering we had that really, like, depressed... See, you would love the character I'm about to talk about. I forgot what they're called, but it's basically like a living star creature. And it was super nihilistic and depressed, and it was captured as like, we're all gonna die. Won't that be great? It's once everybody was captured by Bowser, that was like the best shit.
Yeah.
But you would have loved the Donkey Kong fight. Like everything involved with the Kongs, you would have been laughing your ass off. Like I'm telling you, it was a good movie. Like I don't care if you don't care about the games.
I'll check it out if I get bored one night. But
Yeah, because I couldn't wait for that one to come out to streaming because we watched it in the theater. Because it was that fucking good. The animation is fucking impeccable. Like, it looks like the fucking games. It has all the cool shit. It has a it has 1,000,001 references to the video games.
Yeah, I'm waiting till I get past the point where I'm not hyper focused on my current project.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when that stops, then I'll have to make myself work on that project.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull it up real quick because I don't know if they included a date. But it's like not even a minute long. But basically, you see Mario chilling out under a tree in the Mushroom Kingdom, and then it follows. I think it's another star rolling through like the world and everything, and then it shoots up past the clouds and into the thing, and that's when it reveals that. But I wanted to see if they have a date for it. April 2026. Excellent. Okay. So we've got Chris Pratt coming back as Mario, of course. Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. Charlie Day coming back as... Charlie Day. Was he Luigi? I think he was Luigi. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad. Toad was ridiculous. So no other info that I've seen so far, but there might be more out on the internet. But I'm excited because I think we were actually just talking about that the other day. I don't remember if it was Friday's show or I was talking about it with somebody else. I was like, yeah, we still don't have a sequel to the Mario movie yet. And here we go. But the funny thing is that the teaser at the end of the Mario movie was Yoshi. So it's interesting that there's no reference to Yoshi so far in this teaser. Excuse me. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I enjoyed the first one. If they keep it up, I'll take less Seth Rogen, though. That'd be great. I'm not a fan of Seth Rogen. He was okay as Donkey Kong, but that character was well overplayed. So hopefully they focus a bit more on the main Mario cast and a little bit less in there. Because they even went with Mario Kart references. Like there's a whole section of how you design your own Mario Kart, and then they driving down Rainbow Road and everything else like that. So they reference like so many fucking games. The only thing they didn't reference did they? They did reference Duck Hunt at one point. It was called something else.
Really?
Yeah. But what was really weird about it, Nintendo actually exists in that universe. Because you see Mario playing like Kid Icarus. Mm-hmm. They're like, that's fucking weird. He's playing a fucking game system that he's technically from. Very strange. Either way. But looking forward to that shit. So that was the only real entertainment news that I noticed for the week. There's a lot going on. Trump may or may not be throwing out the Insurrection Act to go take care of Chicago, because basically the mayor is basically saying cops don't go help defend any ICE units if they call for help. They're basically, what I saw was he was establishing no non-ICE zones where somehow federal officers were not allowed to go. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you do that, but sure. So basically, if these leftist cities are going to be just flat out ignoring the law of the land, he's going to open up the Insurrection Act and literally send in the military to take over.
Come on.
And I kind of want him to. I know they want him to, so they can claim he's the ultimate dictator and authoritarian. It's like, but the point is, this rule exists for exactly what you fucks are doing.
Yeah.
You guys would do the same fucking thing. So don't pretend if Joe Biden wasn't such a fucking pushover piece of shit fucking puppet president, if we had an actual Democrat in the House that was a bit White House that was actually as strong-willed as Trump is, they absolutely would have been doing authoritarian lockdowns in states that refused to go with it. Mm-hmm. They would have rammed through laws for enforcing COVID and probably would have sent in the military to shut down businesses and anything else like that. I mean, they're still pushing the fucking COVID vaccine on people.
Really? Where?
Everywhere. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you go to Walgreens right there, you walk in there, it says, hey.
Oh, yeah, at the VA, they said, do you want a COVID? Nope. You want flu? Nope.
Yeah. But even beyond that, it says they'll give you discounts for getting the shots.
Of course.
You can get up to 20% off if you get both shots. And the compounds.
Here, take these.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you shit.
And the thing is, like, it's not that COVID is gone away. It's still around. I just had it a month ago. Jessica had it right before me. That's how I got it. It sucked, but it was nothing. You know? I know it still hits people differently, but the virus itself has leveled way the fuck out. People aren't dying from it anymore, unless you're already old or massively infirm, just like any other bad virus, you know? The flu is still killing more people, you know? Mm-hmm. So they're still seeing plenty of fucking COVID patients, but it's not like it was 4 years ago. You know, 2021 was a fucking nightmare, you know? This is nothing. When I had it, it was just an annoying cold at best. I didn't even not go to work. I went to work the entire time I fucking had COVID. Mm-hmm. I just was polite wherever I went, and I put on a mask. because I was dripping snot fucking everywhere. It was like I would wash my hands. I'd have hand sanitizer on me. I cleaned my fucking work vehicle so that if anybody else had to drive it, they weren't going to get sick or something. That's what happened to me the first time. I got it at work driving a vehicle that somebody was sick in because there was nowhere else I would have been exposed.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking absurd. But there are places that are still like, oh, we got to shut down because look at the COVID outbreak. It's like, bitch, be worried about the measles outbreaks that were happening because of all the illegals coming in. Mm-hmm. It's like you got a combination of people who didn't feel the need to give their kids the measles vaccine because measles is all but gone, and millions of illegals coming in that still live in countries that fucking have those diseases running rampant. That's a fucking recipe for a disaster.
Yeah.
That's why we had that measles outbreak earlier in the year in Texas. I think it got upwards of like 100 some odd people, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But they were at least dealt with, as far as I know. But hell, I saw somewhere the fucking Black Plague was fucking springing up again in one of these cities due to the homeless.
Of course. Of course.
It's like, you know, some of the worst, the worst diseases on the planet are running rampant in homeless encampments in these Democrat cities. But then you go to somewhere where Trump is doing his best to clean up, or like here in Texas, where we minimize our homeless.
Well, here, where we're at, I may have brought this up. We are so insulated geographically from all the crap that's been going on in our nation.
Unless you go to Austin, San Antonio, or
Look,
Dallas.
where we're at right
Yes.
here physically. We are insulated from the natural disasters, the forest fires, the massive hurricanes, all the stupid shit. We don't get it as bad.
Thanks for saying that out loud.
We're insulated from the political bullshit. We don't have the riots where we're at in the area we live.
We had very minimal.
So,
Protests.
We are blessed.
Yeah.
We are blessed to be insulated from all the buttfuckery that's been going on.
Yeah. We live in a very moderate area. There's a good mix of people that are on the left and the right. You do get the crazies on both sides.
It could be worse.
But the thing is, the crazies on both sides are actually still the minorities. Mm-hmm. And like I was talking about the other week, shoving the people on the fringes to the middle and pushing them up. So, yeah, you do get a whole lot of right-wing extremists, and you get a fuckload of left-wing extremists. But those are the people who are out front fucking shouting and killing people and doing horrible shit. And then you have everybody else in the middle going, we're just trying to fucking live our lives. Can you assholes stop this shit?
And just leave me alone.
Actually, leave everyone alone, not just me. Leave everyone. Stop being a problem for society, please. Thank you. You know, we don't need people like you doing this nonsense. And I don't care which side it is. We don't need people like either people.
Well, and it's going to get to the point where the people that want to be left alone no longer have a choice, and it's going to be a bad day for everyone else.
Well, I mean, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's really, I mean, there are so many people who just want, I mean, you know, Steven Crowder's back out doing college things now. Mm-hmm. He said because he feels responsible for what happened to Charlie Kirk because he didn't adequately warn all these people about the security threats he had gotten. Because he said he was worried about copycats, so he didn't want to talk about the things that had happened. He would show stuff if it happened on camera, but he didn't talk about the behind-the-scene threats, the people who doxed his address, people who were trying to come to his house and either harm him or his children. So I think he said somebody set fire to one of his properties, stuff like that. So he felt like he quit going out there and doing Change My Mind. He basically started this genre of going to campuses and having these conversations. And he basically said, look, I didn't warn everybody about the shit I was going through. Tim Pool said the same thing. He's like, we get security threats all the time. I get death threats all the time. We were doxxed 15 times, or not doxxed, swatted 15 times in 1 year with several bomb threats that were credible. Even somebody from the inside betrayed Tim Pool and put through a fucking threat. So Crowder, after Charlie's death, he said, fuck, I basically have to come out of retirement. And so he's gone out and he's already done 2 Change My Minds on campus. The first one was the left is violent, change my mind. And he got several young people who they argued, but they were peaceful about it. I'm sure there were some less than peacefuls. But then there were people who were kind of right down the middle and just asking questions and then stating their own things. But then also people who had seen what had happened and were so shocked by it that they like decided that they wanted to be a positive force for stuff. and they're talking to their friends and they're spreading their faith, where they normally wouldn't even talk about their own Christian values. So they started doing that instead. And they're like trying to find peaceful ways to come together and talk to people instead of it getting to the point where we have to point guns at each other because we don't like the word someone said, And I was like, that gave me hope for the future, because I was like, look, somewhat intelligent young people actually out there thinking for themselves and actually being able to have a peaceful conversation even with somebody that they are told to hate. And I was like, good, all with the exception of one dude who was clearly like in his late 40s. He was talking about a different subject, but he wanted to bring it up to Steve, and they had a good conversation. But he said, like, yeah, my teenage daughter, he said he was worried about his teenage daughter, and then she started coming to him with real questions, and that he's like, oh, I didn't even know you were paying attention to any of this stuff. And then basically started being a good dad and guiding his child in a wholesome direction, but not also being the kind of person who would lock off other ideas. It's like, if you have questions, come to me. We'll discuss it. Don't just isolate and feel like you can't talk to me about shit, because that's where we get into these dark things, Even it starts at home. It's like, if you feel like at home you can't even talk about the thoughts and the feelings that you're having, especially when it comes to politics that have been forced to the fucking forefront like this, that's going to have a major effect when they have to have a conversation with anyone else, because the people who are in charge of their fucking lives, they won't even talk to. So, talk to your kids if you got them. You got a boy who's about to be 18, right?
Yep.
Here next month or so. And you're about to be double 18.
Yeah, double 18.
Almost triple. Right before him. So it's just like, it was refreshing to not just see the leftist insanity being thrown at him, but he said to go back and do this college tour again, just the little ones he's doing, $250,000 in security.
Yeah.
That means like 100+ security guards doing different things, literal bulletproof surroundings, waiting till the last second to even say that they're coming to the campus. Like literally like an hour before. Nobody knew where he was going to be. So nobody can have time to plan. If they're going to do anything, they're going to have to do it right then and there. They're scouting the locations and doing that. All the turning point stuff that has continued to go on has all moved indoors, where it's a much more controlled environment for now. Tim Pool just said that he is going to do the Culture War Lives, even though he just said recently he was going to cancel them. He's like, you know what? Everybody's right. We have a controlled environment. We need to continue to do this. We're just not going to do the out in public college venues we were about to do. So, and it's good to see that a lot of the initial panic is coming back. People are just taking smart steps to protect themselves. So that's a good thing,
Not coming back, it's pulling back.
That's what I mean. But I don't want to see people recoil in fear. They need to step forward with a shield and keep pushing. You don't lead by the sword tip. You lead with the shield to protect your ass and the people behind you. And then you can go out front and be the warrior you need to be. It's like, but too many people want to just pick up the weapons and run head first into a fucking fight that they're not even prepared for. And that's just how you fucking die fast, one way or the other, and with a lot of the shit we've been talking about at church and in men's group and stuff like that, along with all of everything going on around the Charlie Kirk assassination, it's just been, it's been an interesting revival of morality, at least for some people. Other people are diving headlong into utter lack thereof. And that's the part that makes me sad, And then, what was the other thing I had? That beer hit me a little.
A little bit?
Little bit. That beer hit me a little bit. I'm a little
sorry, dude. I got nothing. I've been phoning this one in, man.
It's fine.
I got other stuff on my mind. I got stuff I'm planning out. I'll be in the shop all night tonight.
Yeah, I know. But we're trying to squeeze.
I'm even probably going to try to get dinner cooked as soon as I get home.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about dinner because Jessica's at ladies group. Yeah. I have remnants of lunch.
I'll pick your brain when we're done here.
Of
stuff I'll cook.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't tell you. Well, I might have mentioned this, but I am going to do it at some point this week. Going back to food briefly, I do want to make those corn muffins with Lindsay's pickled corn salsa. But I don't know if I told you the extra step I was going to take. So I want to make it like elote muffins.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So I'm going to do a whipped crema with tahini to top the muffins.
I would also little lime over top of it.
I don't have any lime zest.
No, just squeeze some lime juice.
The tahini's gonna kind of take care of that. It's got enough lime in it. But it's just something I want
Lime
to do.
zest would be awesome, though. You're right, though. That'd be great.
Basically make cupcakes. Yeah. I almost thought, I was like, wait, how do I somehow make a tahini crema ganache to put inside the fucking corn muffin? I'm like, no, I'm going too far.
Yes.
Going too far. Just what I want to do is going to be good enough. Sorry you had me on that thought. But I was just like, there's been a lot of heaviness going on and a lot of insanity. And I've seen a lot of lost people lately. In church this past Sunday, where we did First Feast, and people were talking about how God's working in their lives, especially somebody like Jamie. Like he's one of the groups he's in is really focused on dealing with like almost like therapy kind of situation, and he's definitely seeing a lot of changes given with his traumas that he went through in the military and stuff like that, and trying to be a better husband, a better father and stuff like that, and like trying to realign his thing. So, and the funny thing is I've talked about how he's been trying to basically like contact me and call me and message me like all the damn time, and I basically had to ignore him. And I know he's reaching out more about me than about him, but having heard him talk about the progress he's making, I'm like, it's a good thing that I did not answer your calls or your texts, because I'm not in a place for you to be able to move forward in a positive manner. It's like I'm going through a lot. It's like dealing with a lot of negativity, a lot of bad thoughts, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm glad you want to reach out to connect or whatever. That's fine. But it's like it would be bad for you for me to be involved in your growth right now.
Yeah.
So like seeing him talk about his growth and stuff like that, I was like, okay, cool. I didn't make a horrible decision to not fucking talk to him. I was like, that's a good thing. It's like I needed him to reach out to people who would be able to help him, and he did. And I was like, I told him before, I'm like, dude, I cannot help you here. It's like there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I do with you. He's like, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but there's nothing I can do to help you. Sorry. You know, it's like I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to push somebody away, but it turns out, you know, I'm not the person who was needed for that situation, and I probably could have set things back. And like, I'm glad that was sort of proven right in my avoidance. You know, try to recognize these things within myself. It's like, you look like you're on a positive trajectory. I'm not going to try to pull you off track,
Right?
Because I'm not in that zone right now. Maybe later. It's like things can be more positive, but not right now. Oh, fuck. Sorry. My shin. Oh, fuck. Oh, I forgot I did watch something.
Uh-oh.
It was a new comedy special. New Jim Jeffries on Netflix.
Okay.
If you like Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries.
Australian guy. Australian-British guy.
Is that the guy who dressed up
Nope.
weird?
Nope.
Jim Jeffries.
He's one who yells cunt quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he got a new special on Netflix, and I watched it yesterday morning while playing Candy Crush, and it was fucking funny. He was hitting some hard fucking points that I had never thought. Like, that is fucking good. So
That was Netflix?
yeah, it was on the Netflix, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim Jeffries. It should be on the front page, realistically. And, and I still haven't watched the Kill Tony from last week.
I didn't watch one last night. I
So
could've.
you mentioned the one from last week with the local comedian, surprisingly, on there. So I'm going to watch that later tonight after you're gone. But I watched today's with Jimmy Carr and Andrew.
No, I'm going to watch it tomorrow
yeah,
at work.
Yeah. So with the exception of one bucket pool. It was a great night. There was a special drop-in person.
It's 2-limb policy.
Yes, 2-limb policy. Okay. Oh God. Sorry, I forgot. Like, because I watched it yesterday, but yesterday was such a long day. 2-limb policy. When he gets to the part of the set that is the 2-limb policy, that's fucking great.
I'll probably turn it on and watch it while I'm cooking.
You should, because it was fucking good. The 2-limb, that part of it was so fucking.
I need
funny.
at least 3 hours or 2.5, 3 hours to get that spatchcock chicken to cook through.
So, slight spoilers for just the context. He's talking about.
Don't want to hear it.
No, I'm just saying what he's referring to is the prerequisite for special needs people to come meet him behind or in the green room.
Okay.
That's where the 2-limb policy comes in. When he started on that, I'm like, God damn, that's funny. That is fucking funny. But the like I said, the Kill Tony episode was great. There was only like 1 or 2 awkward spots, but Jimmy Carr definitely out here fighting for his fucking #1 spot for the guest of the year. Is like somehow if Rob Schneider comes back, it's going to be like neck and neck. So if he can get Rob Schneider and Jimmy Carr back for
that
New
would
Year's,
be legendary.
if he can get both of them,
Or Rob Schneider and Harlan Williams together.
No, that would be a nightmare.
Oh,
well, you know what he needs to do?
It would be chaotic, but it would be fun.
You know what he needs to do because he makes the announcement on the New Year's Eve specials, right? Mm-hmm. He needs to have all of the guests of the year on stage for that.
No, it depends on where they are, where they're touring, if though.
Well, they book them for that.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Carr's doing a U.S. tour right now, so that's why he's so easily available. Mm-hmm. Rob is just here. Harlan is just here. So, wait, Harlan was last year's, wasn't he?
Yeah, Harlan cracks me.
Yeah, so he can't win again. He was last year's. So, actually, no, I guess that's possible. Adam Ray has only been on a handful of times this year.
Yeah, he hadn't done much.
Well, he's been so busy with Dr. Phil Live, which is I don't even watch because it's gotten too fucking absurd.
Really?
Dude, it's like it was fun when Dr. Phil was a small character and he was doing it like once a month. Now there's like 5 episodes a fucking month and it's just getting more and more absurd. And I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Now, if he does like Tony Caruso, I could see maybe as a guest, but it's still stupid.
What about Jeremy? What about Jeremy?
Fucking hate Jeremy. I hate Jeremy so much as a character.
That's what's up.
I fucking hate Jeremy. But getting Andrew Santino back on Kill Tony for the first time in years. He hasn't been on in years. It was fucking good because he's currently in Texas doing the podcast circuit because he's got a new special coming up. Mm-hmm. So that's how that works. It's like you can tell when somebody's got a special or a movie because everybody starts rolling through town. So yeah, Santino was just on Rogan, which means he's going to be on Kill Tony. You know, you can always just go look at Rogan and you can be able to like, okay, cool, they're probably going to end up on Kill Tony. But there was a special performer, so to speak, on stage with them, joining the band. Zach Brown.
Really?
Like the Zach Brown was on stage playing guitar with the Kill Tony band.
Nice.
And then adding some color commentary occasionally.
You ruined a nice surprise for me. Thank you.
Oh no,
Dick.
It's literally one of the first things that gets said in the episode. It's not like he comes out later. It's not like he's like up there doing.
I would have enjoyed discovering that on my own.
Whatever. You don't care about spoilers.
Fat bastard.
You never care about spoilers. Shut up. Either way, but no, Kill Tony has been good. This is definitely we've been eating good in comedy this year, especially around those very specific comedians.
Yeah, we saw Cam Patterson's first appearance.
I was gonna
on SNL.
Yeah, and
it was exactly what you thought it was going to be.
no, it wasn't, because he couldn't do the thing that the bit was actually about. And I'm fairly certain I said it on Friday.
Yeah, you did.
I said it Friday. There's no way that Cam Patterson can really do his thing on SNL.
But it was still about it, and it was cracking me up.
I thought it was funny that basically Cam, literally his entire bit was exactly what I said.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can't say the N-word. And then he found out that the part where he said, like, he was on Weekend Update. And he's like, I can't say the N-word. I was like, but I'm gonna. And he's like, you can't you can't say it, Cam. We're gonna get fined. He's like, that's fine, I'll pay it. And he's like, it's $250,000.
It's $100 million.
Oh, he said it's $500,000. And he's like, all right,
That's fine, you'll pay it.
You'll pay it. Like, I know it's scripted.
And he
for
still
the most
pulled
part.
out a rock.
Yeah, he still pulled out a rock at the end. That was funny. But, like, yeah, he is going to have a hard time because, and somebody else said that is like, yeah, at some point, if he does say it, they're going to have to bleep him.
Yeah.
And if Cam just does what Cam does, he's just going to sound like a truck backing up. I was like, yeah, it's like, I'm a black comedian from Florida. I got to say the word.
Say the word I say 150 times.
150 times before I get to my second joke. It's true. If you watch any Kill Tony,
Oh, yeah.
especially David Lucas. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like he can't get through most sentences without saying "N-word yo ass." He's like, you can watch like several of his hits on Kill Tony where every single roast he's throwing at somebody, that's literally how he ends every sentence. I'm like, that was like 38 times he said that without having a punchline. That was just the end of his sentence. Like, that's fucking crazy. I'm like,
That's for the similar topic, a bit online, spelling bee. The
Yes. Yeah, the N-word.
showrunner says spell N-word.
Did I send that or did you send that?
I don't know, but
I saw that. I think
it said
Clay.
spell N-word, and he goes, okay.
No, because this dude who's got autism, and he's like, the hard R or the
No,
soft
he said,
A?
well, no, he pauses. And he goes,
Yeah.
hard R or hard A?
Or soft A. Somebody
God,
sent
it
that
was
to me
great.
this morning. Who was it? Clay? Clay sent me a lot of shit this morning. No, it wasn't Clay, but he sent me some crazy shit. I saw that this
Anyway,
morning.
had me laughing.
Yeah, that shit was funny because it was so fast. It's like hard R or soft A. I was like, oh God. It's like, no, not that N-word. But I've often made that joke when I'm saying the word inward. And then I think about it, and I'm like, not that N-word, the actual word inward.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, not that word. It's like, it's just an endless cycle. It's like, how do you get around this? It's like, it would be nice if we could just say the word.
INWARD.
No, but I mean, like, out of context, not directed at someone, it's just a fucking word. Mm-hmm. When we're using the word, that's one thing. When you're saying the word, that's another.
As an adjective, it's a good thing, behaving in a frugal and conservative financial manner.
What? I don't even understand.
You don't?
No,
Then you're dumb.
I don't understand how that applies to that definition you just gave.
Yep.
But my point is that we will literally self-edit to the point that we can't even say it in a way that would not hurt anyone, but we can say it in a way that can confuse many. That's part. Oh, that. That is technically a word we can say because it's spelled differently.
Yes.
Yeah, niggardly.
Yeah.
There's a hard D in that.
The hard D.
There's a hard D. Niggardly. Yeah. Go look it up. There's an A in there, not an E. There's only one G.
But it means being frugal.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Did you see the other one that was a woman on Wheel of Fortune
No.
guessing letters? And she literally went, N. There is an N. I. Yep, there's one I. G. There's two G's. Conveniently, there's no way it was exactly this way. But she literally, the letter she chose, which absolutely applied to what was on the puzzle, she literally spelled out
Yeah.
the multiples. And nobody went, wait a minute. Like in the show, is after the fact, people were looking at it. It was just like, she was 100% correct. She just didn't necessarily have to do it in that exact order. But also the fact that the number of letters involved was exact. That's what was funnier about it. There's one N, there's one I, there's two G's, there's one E.
Oh, this was real?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's what I was like, that's weird. I was like, completely different words that were being spelled on the screen.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, but like, what if it was completely unrelated? It just was how it worked out. It was just funny, you know? It's not like the one really bad Wheel of Fortune thing where the guy guessed a really horrendous word by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
the word was naggers.
yeah. Well, that was on.
That was South Park.
Was this? Yeah, that was South Park. That was on South Park. But no, there was another one where people, guess completely the wrong word despite what's being in front of them, and it ends up being bad. But yeah, naggers. That was Kyle's dad or Stan's dad? Stan's dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not Kyle. Not Mr. Brovlowski.
I think it was Mr. Pavlovsky.
No, it was Stan's dad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I forgot Stan's last name.
Anyway,
Haven't watched South Park in like 25 years.
forever.
Since the movie.
Yeah, I'm out of everything. You better to skit.
No, maybe. We're not even at 2 hours.
I know, but I got shit.
We can't even like stretch out a fucking episode to 2 hours
That's
anymore.
perfectly fine on days.
Oh, well, we lost 15 minutes with no Sean message.
Exactly.
That's why we don't have a Sean
I have
message.
no problem with that. I got dinner to buy. I got to get a good cooking.
Let me double check and make sure Dipshits didn't send something in the last second before I checked. Because the problem is I'll get a notification, but I don't know what it applies to. You know what I mean? Actually, you might not know what I mean. Oh, you know what? I think we had an actual comment the other day, and I never read it out loud. Oh, yeah. Totally forgot to read this one out loud. It was on the... when we did the Angry Cops versus Buffalo Schools update. We were talking about the stuff that had come out where like the EMTs showed up and they didn't let the kids in, and like the teacher giving drugs to the kids and shit. So SBQ Dawn commented, sorry, this was 2 weeks ago, said, no one talks about epilepsy. The kid has grand mal seizure or collapse due to low blood sugar. You want them to just call you? 911 is quicker. Yeah, so that was a good point. The point is that they called the parents to come get the kid to take him to the ER instead of just calling 911 and then informing the parents. So that was a really fucking stupid thing that happened there. So yeah, sorry, Dawn. I forgot to read that out loud several weeks ago. My bad. I knew we had a comment. I just forgot where it was. So either way, guys. So yep, that's going to be it for this episode. Look, we got a bunch of shorties back to back. You guys probably appreciate that to some degree. We'll get back on our 2.5.
Eventually, we'll do stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're lacking a Chad.
We're lacking a Chad. He's inundated with work. I'm hyper focused on other shit.
But we also just did an episode 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Like it's Tuesday. We recorded on Friday.
Bear with us. We'll keep things trucking along, and things will get better in the near future.
Yeah, and one of these days I'll actually edit that fucking taste test video. We need to set up another one sometime soon with other things.
We can look forward to the first podcast from the bus.
Eventually.
That'll be coming here in the future.
Yep, eventually. Yep.
Depending on the facility situation overnight, I might just be crashing at Frankenbolt's overnight.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
And the other thing is we need to, now that the cooler months are coming upon us, we need to go ahead and set up more on locations at other breweries sometime soon. Just not at the one particular one.
Get there early so we got room for that.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing is that I did reply to Copperhead. I don't know if I mentioned this on Friday or not. So
I saw that long.
Well,
they gave you.
I replied to them basically on, I think it was on Saturday, and I said, yeah, it was Saturday, and I said, hey, look, and this is what we talked about Friday night, and I said, hey, look, the differing accommodations is stupid. If you don't want kids, ban kids outright. Period. Nobody under the age of 18 without an adult. And then if you're not going to have dogs in the tap room, just ban dogs outright. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're just forcing the dogs outside. You're forcing the humans outside, dum-dum. And now that I've seen what the tap room actually looks like due to pictures finally being posted.
Yeah.
They do have rugs. And I was wrong. It's not carpeted. Well, they cleaned up the concrete.
Our mutual friend she said, I was so confused. I was expecting carpet and everything else.
Yeah. And so they had rugs in certain spots under tables, but like they have just chairs galore, like, and they're all like upholstered chairs.
Like wingbacks? No, not even.
Nothing super fancy. A couple like nice chairs, but nothing super fancy. Just like your grandma's fucking upholstered chairs, and then like some vinyl. Like it's very eclectic and kind of ugly.
Yeah.
And like
It looked kinda that way.
the random pictures and fucking newspaper articles or whatever the fuck is plastered all over the walls is very kind of ugly, if I'm being honest. And I don't know why there's a million lights on the ceiling, but there are. So I assume that there's some type of lighting effect for moods, probably.
So they worked really hard to make it look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked cheap before. Now it looks worse. Looked too busy is the problem.
It was cheap, but it was our cheap.
Yeah. Now I can see why they don't want a lot of dogs running around is because there's a lot of shit to knock over now in comparison.
Oh, tchotchkes and shit.
Well, just the chairs.
Oh,
like
okay.
there's a whole lot of floor level chairs and less stools, and the booths are gone. So they replace those with just tables and chairs. And like either way, I still think it's stupid. They definitely made it to where I guess more people can come in there, and they have a lot more like full 4-person tables and stuff like that. Looks like they rated like
And an antique store.
no, American Furniture Warehouse.
Okay.
That's what it looks like they rated. Probably did. But like it doesn't look good, but it's not like egregious. But the rule is still stupid in comparison. It's like you can't just have a fucking dog like chilling on the floor. I mean, 0 is kind of big, and now that everybody's sitting lower, nobody's sitting on tall bar stools.
Yeah, he's eye level now.
He's eye level with everybody, so that's fine. But I just said it's like, but forcing people to sit outside is still stupid. Just ban dogs.
Yeah.
If you're gonna ban dogs, ban them completely. Kids, fine. Now I found out today they posted that basically they did want what I was saying, that after 7 p.m. they are changing things. It's now happy hour time where the prices have quote unquote dropped. Now $5 pours is like they used to be $6. So why is that a discount? How much did you increase the price of the beer? Which, mind you, Seth was always slowly increasing the prices because shit got expensive. But now that they just spent God knows how much money upgrading everything, quote unquote upgrading, redoing, we'll say that at bare minimum. We'll be generous. We'll say they
made it look different.
They put a lot of shit into it. I'll say that, but they might have also upgraded the equipment as well. I don't know. I couldn't see from that point of view. But like the thing that sucks is I look at it and I was like, man, that's a lot of good taps. Too bad they have stupid fucking policies.
Right.
I mean, like, and I actually would probably feel better if they just outright said no instead of we're wishy-washy.
Yeah.
It's like I can get behind a no whatever policy.
Yeah.
The flip-flopping is the part that's stupid because now we have friends who go there who bring their families with them usually. You know, they have little kids and they want to bring their wife and stuff. But now that beer is going to cost less after 7 p.m., dad's just going to hang out and mom has to take the fucking kid home?
Yeah.
It's like you've just basically incentivized people to never bring their kids, which if that's
Or just to leave early.
or leave before you get to the point where you guys want to party after 7 p.m. Because now they're open till 10 if people are around. They said if nobody's around at like 8:20, they're shutting the doors.
Yeah.
Like they used to do. But which is totally fair because people used to just fucking hang out till 10 anyways. But if you're going to do that, then like I said, just fucking tell no kids, period. It's like there's no point. Like who's going to have their kids from 4 to 7 at a brewery on any given normal day? Saturday maybe, but the fucking during the week, that's pointless, man. Just if you want to have the happy hour specials after 7, cool. I'm on board for that. But if it means that people have to leave because their kids are with them, or they now have to do something really stupid, like, hey baby, take the kids home, something, and that I don't like this in between nonsense. Pick one or the other. Either they're always allowed or they're never allowed. This in between nonsense annoys me and I hate it. It's not even my business. And I forgot who it was said the other day. It's like, you don't even have a dog, and I'm like, yeah, that's my point. It bothers me to the point that I got to say something, and I don't even have a dog because it's so fucking dumb. You know, if I had a dog, I would want to take it to the brewery.
Right.
It's like, you're going to best believe that when we have a dog, I'm almost never going to leave it home. It's going to be running around with me. And where do I normally run around? Fucking breweries. It's like my dog is going to grow up in breweries next to everybody else's dog. It's cousin dogs from all the friends. So either way, just wanted to give that last little update there because it was something interesting they posted today. They're like, hey, we're open the first time during the week and this event today. Here's all the business. I was like, fuck, man, that's a lot of fuck. Why don't you just make a video? Stop texting it. Just make a video and explain everything. Also, still make a brewery tour video. You're fucking redoing this shit. Show it. They still haven't posted an adequate photo of the fucking inside of the place. It's other people who've been posting it.
Yeah.
So dumb. All this promo, just do it. Tell me to come in and fucking do it. Either way, I need a beer. Might go out to Frankenbolt's just for the fun of it.
Grocery store cooked.
You go to the grocery store. I did that enough this week.
I'm starving. I haven't eaten since last night.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah.
Poor fat.
I is hungry.
I ate earlier. I had to shit. Either way, guys. So make sure you do that like and subscribe thing here to the show, please. We need more people. We didn't gain any yet since I said I wanted more people, so I need more people to join, which was probably 4 days ago when I said that, so you guys haven't seen that video yet. So if you have subscribed since then, good for you. I appreciate that. But I still need over 150 people right now. So yay. And of course, you can follow me at @the_Shoky. You can follow the Hefe at Grounded in Grumpy. Go check out C4 Graphics for Chad. Please stop giving him business on Tuesday when I need him here. Because there's 2 episodes he had to miss out because you people wanted your trailers done. And then email us, send us messages, comments. So it's not just Tyler and Sean. If you have any comments on anything we said, by all means, send us a message. That's what I appreciate about Tyler, because he's watching an episode and he goes, "Hold on," and then he'll send in a message about it.
Right.
And then he'll listen a little bit longer and go, "Oh, hold on," and then so he's interacting on the Patreon. Once again, guys, go to the Patreon. Also, I wanted to mention this: the merch store, the original merch store, will be coming down on Teespring as I figure out who's going to actually try to sell our merch, since Teespring decided they don't feel like actually fulfilling orders anymore or getting back to customers who have problems with getting their purchases. So I'll figure out who the hell's going to be making our merch in the future. If I have to fucking independently get this shit printed and sell it myself and fucking box it up or ship it out, I guess I'll have to do that. Spend thousands of fucking dollars doing it myself. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, we'll catch you guys later. And with that,
Okay, bye.
bye.